Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by Money Stocks. Today is Wednesday, April 2nd, 2014. Thank you all for tuning in. Let's jump right into the charts here. We're going to start off with the S&P 500 E-mini futures. You're going to see that the futures are trading flat this morning, basically down about 1/4 of a point right now. But it's really a flat day so far out here. Now, what's the cause of this flat day? Is the market just exhausted from its rally that it's had for the past 3 days? I think not. If you take a look at the dollar-yen chart, what you're going to see is that the dollar-yen has really started to decline basically right around 10 o'clock last night. As the dollar-yen moves lower, so do the S&P 500 E-mini futures. Keep that chart on watch today. Also, the weaker dollar-yen is going to give a boost to gold. We'll talk about gold in a little while, but I think that's what we're seeing right now. Now, there's a lot of chatter out there that the ADP job report was released. The report was actually pretty good. It said the private sector added 191,000 jobs in the month of March. How true it is or false, who knows? Can we really rely or believe any of these reports? I suppose there'll be some jobs gained as the summer or the warmer weather approaches. But any way you slice it or dice it, this job number really doesn't mean much. All that matters to the market is what the dollar-yen does, how does the carry trade play out, and whether there's liquidity into the system. That's really what it comes down to. So again, it's a flat market on the futures today. We'll see how it plays out. Let's take a look at some stocks in the news today. We're going to talk about Apollo Group. I believe they reported earnings. The stock closed at $35.16. It's trading at $33.85. Watch the stock around 31 1/4. That's where there will be support. There's really nothing in between here. If it goes up to around 36.50, that's where there will be some resistance. Right now, though, 31 1/4 is the support level for Apollo. Again, it really doesn't matter what they say. The news is really secondary at this stage of the game. Nonetheless, the stock, we'll see how it plays out. But either way, watch the levels. 31 1/4 is the low end. 36.50 is the high end. There's really nothing to do in between that. Let's take a look at MAKD. This is Mankind. This is a biotech. It looks like they've received some type of an approval for the diabetes drug. Stock closed at 402 yesterday. It's trading at 750. Just keep in mind that just last month the stock was at 650. So it's a pretty good move higher. I suspect, looking at the gap up today, maximum upside on this would be around 850 or so. So, I guess it can trade another dollar higher. I don't know if it will, but that's something that it could do. It's been a wild mover. If you just take a look at the daily chart here, you'll see that this thing has been really all over the map. Look at this thing, and now gapping up again today. And today in the pre-market, as you can see here, it's trading right around 750. Did trade as high as $10. Once it's all settled in, I think the stock stalls out at 850. I think that's really a good resistance point. I really don't think the equity is going to go much higher than that. But either way, it's a decent move. The next one we're going to look at this morning is going to be Agrium. Ticker symbol is AGU. This is an ag stock. It looks like they're in the news as well today. I believe their first quarter earnings below Wall Street estimates, so we'll see how that plays out. Right now the stock is trading at 95 1/4. It closed at 97.52, so it's a decent little gap down, but it's nothing all that big. The big level for me on Agrium today would be around $89. $89, I think that's where the stock is poised for a pretty good bounce. Prior to that, I don't really see much out here. There'll be a little bit of support around the 92.75 level if it does get down there. But really, $89 area, that's the area that I like the best if the stock does trade down to that level. Right now it's at 95, so I don't know if it's going to drop down to that level, but it can. And that looks like a good intraday bounce area at $89. So keep Agrium on the watch list. $89 looks like a good level if you ask me. Now, General Motors is going to be in the news again today. It was in the news yesterday. Mary Barra, the CEO, is testifying in front of Capitol Hill. I believe she will be testifying again today for a second day of testimony. So, again, we'll see how that plays out. This is all regarding the ignition switch that was put in their cars, I believe, in 2006. So We'll see how that plays out. Again, I could care less about the news. I just really care about the only levels for the stock that make money, and that's really the bottom line. Right now, when I look at the stock, there are a few levels that I am seeing. First off the bat, though, the first level looks to be around $33. So $33 still a support area. After that, it's really all the way down to $30.25. So keep those two levels on the watch list today. $33 is the first level. That will be some support, and then it's all the way down to $30.25. So those are two levels where GM could be in play, especially if the stock starts to decline a little bit. I don't know if that's going to happen. I don't know how bad the politicians are going to try to beat her up. But nonetheless, we'll see how it all shakes out and plays out. I think that's going to be a good level, though. Let's take a look at Myriad Genetics. This stock traded at $35.15. It's trading up to $40 now. It's a decent move higher. To be honest, I don't know how much more upside this stock is going to have. It looks like they're moving higher in anticipation that they're not going to lose all of their funding from Medicare payments. So I think they did lose something, but it's not as much as expected. So they're still going to receive Medicare payments. I really don't have a great level here, but I'm just going to be up close with everybody and frank. I would not chase this equity at all right here. So it may pop a little bit. It may go a little bit higher. But at this stage of the game, it's really anybody's guess. I think the stock has a fair chance of even topping out here. I know the news is better than expected. They're not going to lose all of the payments from Medicare. But I really can't put a good level on this. So I know I'm going to get hit with questions today. People are going to say, well, Nick, where's that one going? I honestly don't know. So whenever I see an equity like this, I kind of just leave it alone. It's a nice little morning pop. If you got gains in here, what I would just do is simply trail your stop loss. You don't have to take it off the table. Just trail your stop loss. Move your stock into the money. But again, I can't really put a good level on this one. So this one's a little bit tough for me if you ask me today. But I don't know if there's much more upside in this equity. All right, let's go over to the oil market. Oil is slipping again today, trading down another 71 cents to 99.04. Let's go to the USO, which is a good proxy for light sweet crude, and that is trading at $35.71. The one level, it closed at $35.83 yesterday. The one level I am watching today would be right around the $34.90 to possibly the $34.60 level. So keep that on the radar today. If it gets down there, those are two bounce levels you have for the USO. So keep that on the radar today. Again, it's going to be basically a move down to $34.90 and then another level at $34.60. Both levels should see intraday bounces. Let's go to the gold market today. You have gold futures up about $12 to $12.91.70 an ounce. Let's go to the all-important GLD, which is a good proxy for trading gold futures. What you're going to see here is GLD is popping, trading at 124.43. It closed at 123.39 yesterday. If you remember in yesterday's daily market report, I talked about gold should not have much downside from here, and looks poised to get a bounce around that 123.50, 123.60 level, and that's kind of what it's doing right now. So we'll see if it can hold. Again, a lot of this will have to do with the dollar-yen chart. If the dollar-yen moves lower, expect gold to get more of a bounce today. The same case can be made for gold miners. Gold miners are certainly poised for a bigger bounce as well. Right now, they're trading at 24.02. They did close at 23.69, so it's nothing major. But nonetheless, gold is getting a little bit of a bounce. But like I said, it will depend on the dollar-yen chart. If dollar-yen comes back down, expect more of a bounce in gold. Expect a little bit of a decline in the stock market as well, as generally the stock market will trade right with the dollar-yen carry trade. So that's where we are. That's how it's playing out. That's what we're looking at. And that's the report for today. Hopefully everybody has a great trading day, and we'll see you on the charts. Take care.